Y'all doing? Today we've got Pop. Rocking the Lazy Susan today. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just isn't the same. Throwback to Sesame Street. So, I do not buy Pops in the box. There are some that are very valuable. I can't keep up on it. There's multiple Pop for literally everything on Earth, as far as I'm concerned. So, the second something like that enters a thrift scenario, people feel that it has value. If it's in the box, it's automatically $5 to $10. And some of them you could turn a profit on, but some of them you really couldn't. However, when they're not in the box, it's just a figure. And I got these four for $3. Now, the other part of thrifting and reselling that not everybody talks about is storage. If you have Pops in a box, the collectors on Pops are very particular about the condition of the box. So you have to store them a certain way. You can't stack them too high without risk of damage. If you put too many in a bin, you can compromise the box. Then you have to sort through them to find them when you do sell them. These I can just throw in a bin or a drawer and they're fine. So just for like a standard and ease of living, I just like doing this. If I see an interesting Pop in a box, I'll usually look it up, but I've never actually encountered one in the wild that was worth the hassle. And as a market, Pops are declining. The people that collect them religiously have, eased up on it. Collections are going up for sale. The bubble's starting to burst on Pops. But when you get into non-collectible variants, which are just the figures out of the box, it kind of opens up a new market. Somebody that wants Rob Gronkowski isn't going to buy the box to open it up to throw him on his desk or whatever. He's just going to buy the one that's open because it's significantly cheaper. So $3 spent. Are we going to make our money back? It would be impossible not to. And that's my kind of bet, right? Alright, so let's see what we can get for these guys here. Start with Gronkowski. Oh. Put his number, because there's probably one for other teams. So we got 87 different color shirts. Alright, so that looks like our guy. So in the box, that'd be $30. Another one with red shoes. So this would be a ton of variants. Yeah, this is definitely the one I have. So I'm going to say it's number 56, wave 4. Let's try 56, see if anything comes up. I'm hardly an expert on Pops. I just always buy them in loose bags for small money, because I've never, even ones for media I've never heard of in my life, I've sold them. I rarely have these sit around for long, especially because you have the ability when you buy something less than $1, you can price it aggressively and you're going to turn a profit. I'll try wave 4, see if that narrows it down. It didn't narrow it down whatsoever. Okay, I guess it did. It knocked some off the bottom. All right, let's go for sold listings here. All right, so we got, as a price comparison, we got, and it's not all the exact same ones, but like 26, all that, maybe the same 26 again, maybe that was 30, and that was more, I don't know, GameStop exclusive, but Here's the one I got. 20 bucks. Yeah, these actually sell pretty well for a pop. Might be because it's that crossover of people that couldn't care less about a pop do like the sports figure. So you have like a secondary market. So not a ton of loose ones out there, but the one that sold was for 20 bucks. So let's look back at the ones for sale and see the ones outside the box. So 26, 20, 18, 19. So I got it for less than $1. So I am going to list him for 15 bucks. I think that's very reasonable. I undercut everybody. It should go. If not, I can lower it down the road. And I'm going to turn a pretty significant profit on it. At 15 bucks. Light, so $8 after shipping and fees. Next up, we got Belle. That's one at least I can recognize. This one, 2016. I'm sure there could be many variants, but this is, I don't know, like a classic one, I suppose. Let's get an idea what this would go for. Belle pop. Start with yellow. That's the one. $8.50. That ain't good. So I don't know. On the flip side, there might not be as much crossover for Disney pops because Disney has plenty of products out there. We got a 14, 17, slightly different one. Come on now. There we go. That one's a bit different. A dancing one. It's holding the candelabra dude. That's just a random batch sale. So that doesn't really get you any info. In a box, 14. I don't know how all these records got mixed into here. So in the box, 12. Out of the box, I'm gonna do 9. 9 should make it near cheapest. That's still a decent profit on less than $1. I try to triple up on everything when you're buying for under $1. It's pretty easy to do that if it's something even worth looking at. Alright, so moving on. I had to look this one up. I had not a clue. I quite frankly still don't have a clue. So this is Clara from the Nutcracker. I didn't realize the Nutcracker had anything outside the holiday musical on stage, but apparently there might be a movie about it. But a little odd. Not sure what this is going to do for us price-wise. If this would make it rare or desirable, I kind of feel probably not. So we have 76 of them out there. We got an unboxed for 18. Another one for 22. Box for 18. Unboxed for 18. Do these sell? So we got 76 live listings. And we got 8 sold. So not promising. And what's it? So this is a good example of a pop. This would automatically have been $5 in the store. So if you bought it for 5 and then tried to flip it, it's going to cost you 12 just to sell it, basically. Not worth doing. We got one out of box that went for 8. That's pretty much where I think we're going to be. 8 is my standard lowest price possible. I will go to 7 on some very small things that realistically you could not sell for 8 just to get it out of here. You only make $2 on it at that point, which is kind of not worth your time, but depending on what it is, you know, different, like playing card game cards, I make a little bit on, but that is to be expected. So we got that one going up for 8. Which nets me $3. And in trying to find Clara, I found the last pop in the bag. This is a sugar plum fairy. But I can't tell you what that means or what it's from. It just, for whatever reason, I looked up. I did a. Oh, you know what? It's probably because I did Google Lens and it saw it in the background. Kind of weird, but this one has a peg, like it's supposed to have a stand, which may be an issue. Some of these do have stands. In fact, if we're talking pops, I did a video with this one not too long ago, and he's still here. But this one comes with a stand because he cannot stand up on his own. Sugar Plum Fairy has no problems, though. So we'll see if this is hugely detrimental. Much like the Nutcracker one, I'm kind of feeling like this one's not gonna have much demand for it. So we'll go pop, Sugar Plum Fairy. And we got 75. And they're all in the box thus far. Which isn't a bad thing. Is this from the Nutcracker too? Oh, okay. That makes some sense. So it's going to be comparable price to the other one, I'm imagining. So in the box, these are going like 20, 24, 18, 17. All right. So 75 for sale, 8 sold. That's almost identical to the other one. So if you were into this, you bought these, and not a lot of people were into this. You gotta wonder, from a manufacturing perspective, if Funko takes a major hit on stuff like this. Because unless it was in conjunction with something like the release of this movie, if this is indeed a movie, you're kind of just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. And if you make a ton of these and they don't go anywhere, and then they end up at some kind of, like, you know, wholesale store or a liquidator or whatever, that cheapens your brand. So I would kind of expect they would make these and then end up like destroying them or melting them down somehow. I can't, or they just do maybe a limited run. I'm not sure how it works. They're obviously doing all right. Funko has been doing this for a bit. Anywho, this person $5.50 with free shipping. Why did you do that? Or best offer. Makes no sense. You spent money to mail this to somebody. 15, 14. This is a double lot of what I just listed here, so. Okay, so this is loose for 10. So I'm just going to do 8 on this one too, because I got it for cheap enough. And I don't think it'll fly out the door, but I think it'll go eventually. Like I said, I don't even know if I have any right now. They sell weirdly fast, even if they're from something that I've never heard of, which means that it can't really be that wildly popular. You know, I got my ear to the ground on a lot of stuff. I'm in the gaming community, so I, talk to people that are a bit younger than me. So not too much sneaks up on me as far as media and whatnot. All right, so last one. So $3 spent, and once these are gone, $18 profit. Doesn't seem like a lot. I'm not going to get rich off this, obviously, but for the amount of effort I put into it, and then I just throw them in a bag, throw them in the mailbox. Yeah, if I could do this every day, that'd be great. And that's, it's, you couldn't take $3 and turn it into $18 in the next year reliably. Yeah, you can throw it into a stock or something, or I guess you can gamble, but that's certainly not reliable. So I will take this kind of return on investment anytime. All right, that's all the pops for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.